say. Maybe it's like a little OCD or something. But I just love having these games, and even if I don't get to play them today or now, I want to be able to have these one day so that I can show my kids and I can show my grandkids or, whatever. I'll just be able to, sit back. It's like watching an old movie. You get to relive memories and things of that nature. So it doesn't really bother me, but I do like to actually play the games that I buy. It just doesn't always happen, as you're well aware, and I'm sure a lot of you other viewers are well aware of. Next question comes from my friend PGD Tour, and he asked, where do I prefer to pick up my games and why? I don't have necessarily one specific place that I prefer to pick up games. If I had a choice, I would like to be able to pick all my games up from independent retailers. However, where I live, there isn't a ton of them, and the one that there is doesn't have a large selection of games, doesn't get a lot of trade-in and stuff like that. So, unfortunately, I have to resort to the GameStops and whatnot. But I just pick it up wherever I can find great deals at. I do like to shop a lot on Amazon because, for one, they have any game you're looking for, you could probably find it on there if you're willing to spend the money. It's a lot easier than trying to bid on eBay and whatnot. And usually you can find new games for a really good price on there. He also asked, what sports am I into? I actually grew up playing baseball. I was a pretty decent pitcher. I should have gone on and played college, but certain things happen in life, and it didn't take off from there. So whatever. So growing up, I played baseball, and I played basketball in high school. Now it's more so just a little bit of golf for me. I was a pretty avid golfer for a while, and I stopped playing once I got married because it's so expensive. But I still enjoy golfing and getting out there, and just I really like all sports. I mean, there's not a lot that I don't like, other than soccer. And the reason why I don't like soccer is because I feel like it's all running around and no payoff. But for those of you who like soccer, hey, more power to you. I hate to run. So hope that answers your questions. Next question comes from Metroid Fan 258. He asked, do I watch any anime? Not really. I mean, I've tried to get into anime, and it's just something that has never caught on big for me. Now, I was watching, I'm trying to think now, Benzo8686, his video, and somebody asked him a question about anime, and he mentioned Studio Ghibli. I have Studio Ghibli films. I guess that's considered anime, and if you consider that anime, then I love anything that's done by Studio Ghibli. If you don't know who Studio Ghibli is, it's basically a Japanese movie production company inside of Disney, and they just do some incredible movies, Spirited Away and Howl's Moving Castle. So if you like that style of movie, definitely check out Spirited Away. That's just incredible. Next question comes from my good friend and one of the biggest PS2 collectors I've ever seen, Buffalo 27. He asked, what are my that's a word, 5 most wanted games this fall. No particular order. New Super Paper Mario for the Wii. I know you'll appreciate that one, buddy. Uncharted 2, obvious reasons. Batman Arkham Asylum, I got a chance to play the demo in GameStop recently on the PlayStation 3. Looks incredible. Splinter Cell Conviction, after E3, I'm actually interested in that one. And Scribblenauts for the DS. Like I said, if you haven't seen anything on that, check it out. He asked what my favorite gaming drink is. I don't know if I necessarily have a favorite gaming drink, but if I'm going to sit down, chill, play some online games, I like to get a Slurpee. Usually half cherry, half Coke. You got yourself cherry Coke. I don't know. He asked what my 5 favorite PlayStation 2 games are. No particular order. Once again, Resident Evil 4, incredible game. Persona 3, great RPG. God of War, obvious reasons. Gran Turismo 4, like I said, I'm a big fan of that series. and Shadow of the Colossus. Shadow of the Colossus, amazing game, epic, as all I can say. Somehow Storm snuck back in here and she asked another question, and that's Today is for Living. She asked, what's my favorite Disney movie and why? I'll break this up into 3 sections. If you're talking about Disney Pixar, WALL-E. WALL-E is incredible. I just recently got a chance to watch that at my brother's house on his 1080p 47-inch TV. Insane. The movie looks incredible. Just really cool too. Really unique character. WALL-E is just like one of those characters that you kind of fall in love with when you watch it. Now, if you're talking about Disney and Studio Ghibli, Spirited Away. It's just, I like the Japanese style of that movie, and just the whole take on that is really interesting. You gotta watch it. I can't explain it. But if you're talking about just classic, Disney, I would say Bambi. And the reason why is because, if you consider when that movie was produced and you go back and you watch that, it's amazing to see what they were able to do at that time. And just, the music was beautiful, and just the animation was gorgeous too. And definitely, it's I don't know, it's just a good movie, in my opinion. Definitely has some adult tones and themes too. Next question comes from Freaky Ficky. He asked, what is my most liked and collectible item in my collection? I already showed the Bioshock faceplate, so yeah, that would be it. And also he asked, is something except gaming that I've once wanted to do? And I know that he's not native English speaking, so he's, English isn't his first language is what I'm trying to say. Neither is it mine, as you can tell. But so I'm not really sure exactly what you meant necessarily by the question, but I'll just kind of take a stab at it. Like I said, it's something except gaming that I've once wanted to do. I guess if there was anything that I could really do, I would love to write a book. I really enjoy writing. That's why I respond to all my messages, I guess. And I just, it would be something that I would enjoy doing if I was given a chance to do that. My mom told me one time she thought I was going to be an author. I don't know why. Who knows? I didn't get great grades or anything like that in school. Next question comes from Fender720. He asked, what is my favorite Atlas game? And that's Persona 3. I just think it was, I don't know, really, they got a lot of things right. Atlas a lot of times doesn't have games that appeal to the masses. They usually just take really big risks. But, Persona 3 wasn't necessarily playing it safe. However, not only was it a great, Atlas game by my means and by most Atlas fans, but by everybody. It met critical acclaim across the board. And hobbies besides gaming, I like to draw. I like art, collecting DVDs. I have a pretty good sized DVD collection as well. And sports, like I said, I like to golf. I like to go out, have a catch with football, baseball, anything like that. And also, Everyday Gamers is a hobby of mine. I like writing for the website, and that's something that takes up a lot of my time as well. And let me just make sure I don't have any other questions from anybody. That's it, guys. So, just making sure I don't miss anybody's questions, but thank you very, very much for all of your questions. Definitely appreciate it. Thanks for taking the time to watch these videos, and I don't know how many parts this turned out to be, but by the time these are posted, you'll all be well aware. And until next time, we'll have some more fun, and I'll bring you guys some more videos here soon. And if you enjoyed this, let me know, and I'll maybe give you guys some more insight into who exactly I am. Thanks for watching.